New around here? Love the Bills? Then make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a beat with our team. And hey, give this video a like. If you're a real fan, drop a "Let's Go Bills" in the comments. Now, let's get into the video.
The Buffalo Bills just kicked off training camp. And already, the national media is buzzing. But not about Josh Allen. Not about Keon Coleman. Not even about Dalton Kincaid. It's Elijah Moore who's turning heads. And he's not even a projected starter. According to ESPN, he's the one reserve player Bills fans must keep an eye on. What's up, Bills Mafia? Training camp is finally here, and the grind has officially begun. And guess what? ESPN just dropped a list of the top reserve players to watch across the entire league. When they got to the Bills, they didn't say Shakir. They didn't say Kincaid. They said Elijah Moore, and that caught a lot of people by surprise. But hold on, before we dive in, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments. Who's going to be the biggest surprise for the Bills this year? Elijah Moore enters camp as an underdog, but one with serious potential. He's not penciled in as a starter, but that might not last long. Moore was drafted in the second round back in 2021 by the Jets. He flashed talent but was stuck in offenses with zero quarterback consistency. Then he was traded to Cleveland, where he still couldn't get solid QB play. Now, he's in Buffalo, catching passes from Josh freaking Allen. For the first time in his career, Moore's ceiling is finally visible. And ESPN noticed. Let's talk numbers, because Moore's aren't as bad as you think. He's never topped 600 yards in a season. But he's also never had more than 100 catchable targets in a year. Despite that, in 2024 he ranked 23rd in the entire NFL in route win rate. That means he knows how to get open. He just needs a quarterback who sees it. In OTAs and minicamp, he showed clean footwork, precise cuts, and elite short area burst. If that carries into camp, watch out, because Allen knows how to find separation. Moore's route running is what sets him apart. It's not just speed, it's timing, deception, and acceleration out of breaks. But the WR room in Buffalo is deep, and competition will be fierce. Khalil Shakir is the current slot WR1, and he's coming off a breakout year. 821 yards, 76 catches, and 9 explosive plays. Shakir also led the league in missed tackles forced per route, showing he's tough after the catch. So Moore isn't walking into an open spot. He has to fight for every snap. But that's what makes this so exciting. Two hungry playmakers battling it out. Moore is the wild card. He could be this year's breakout weapon in the Bills' offense. Or he could fade into the depth chart behind Kincaid, Coleman, Shakir, and Palmer. But if he wins that slot role, his skill set perfectly complements Allen's quick-strike ability. He's shifty, explosive, and knows how to separate in man coverage. And the Bills, especially after Diggs' departure, need someone to fill that void in quick-game routes. So now I want to hear from you, Bills Mafia. Is Elijah Moore the secret weapon this offense needs? Or will Khalil Shakir hold on to that slot job all year? Drop an EM or KS in the comments. Let's see who the Mafia believes in more. And if you're just as hyped for camp battles as I am, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel and share this video with every die-hard Bills fan you know. Because we're covering this camp like no one else, and we're in this together. Right, let's keep rolling with the news. But hey, before we move on, make sure to hit that subscribe button and drop a like so you don't miss any of the daily updates on our Bills. Zion Logue, the forgotten giant who might just force his way onto the roster. Bills Mafia, you already know this defensive line got a big makeover in 2025, but that doesn't mean every face is brand new. While some names are familiar, there are hidden pieces on this roster that most fans barely know. One of those names? Zion Logue, a massive, towering figure who quietly joined the team in the chaos of last season. He's not a rookie. He's not a star. But he might be exactly what this roster needs if things go sideways in the trenches. Zion Logue stands at 6 feet 6 inches and weighs in at 314 pounds. That's not just size, that's wall of brick size. He was drafted by the Falcons in the 6th round and didn't make their active squad. But the Bills saw something. They brought him over from Atlanta's practice squad in early October. And what happened next? He suited up immediately and got some real game snaps for Buffalo. 2 tackles in his NFL debut against Houston. 1 week later, he was out there again versus the Jets. No flashy stats, but valuable reps. After that, Logue was waived and re-signed to Buffalo's practice squad, where he stayed for the rest of the year. For most teams, that would be the end of the story. But for the Bills? These are the kinds of players that end up making noise in preseason and force tough decisions on cut-down day. Guys who nobody sees coming, until they do. This video? It's about why Zion Logue shouldn't be overlooked. Now let's look at the money. Logue signed a reserve/future deal at the end of the 2024 season. 2 years, just over $2 million total. That may not sound like much in NFL terms, but it's a serious investment for a fringe guy. And if he makes the 53-man roster, he'll count $962,000 against the cap this season. But if he gets cut, that's a $4,000 dead cap hit. That might seem small, but it tells us something. The Bills didn't bring him back for nothing. There's a plan. So what's his situation now? Zion Logue is healthy. He's in camp. And he's one of 9 defensive tackles currently fighting for limited roster spots. That includes Ed Oliver, Daquan Jones, T.J. Sanders, Dwayne Carter, Marcus Harris, Larry Ogunjobi, Deone Walker, and Casey Rogers. That's a crowded room, but Logue is the tallest DT on the team, and one of the few who fits the Daquan Jones mold. A true space eater with brute strength in the middle. Here's the twist. Ogunjobi is suspended for the first 6 games of the season. That opens a door. And if anyone from that stacked group goes down with injury during preseason, Zion Logue could sneak onto the 53-man roster. His size, his experience in Buffalo's system, and his rare frame could make him the break glass in case of emergency guy. And if he has a solid preseason, don't be shocked if the Bills keep him around as a depth option, or even activate him on Sundays. But let's keep it real. The odds are stacked against him. With so many young, explosive interior linemen fighting for jobs, Logue probably ends up back on the practice squad. That said, this team values depth, size, and familiarity, and Logue has all 3. If he puts on a strong showing in training camp, we might be saying his name again when roster cuts come around. In this league, it's all about timing, and Zion Logue might be peaking at just the right moment. Thanks for sticking around till the end. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. We're here to keep you in the loop on everything going on with our beloved Bills, with passion and no fluff. Once again, thank you for watching. And as always, let's go Buffalo!